Hi, I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Rachel. We're two Canadians living on our 39-foot mainship trawler, living an adventure of a lifetime. We invite you to follow along as we travel 6,000 miles through Canadian and U.S. waterways around America's Great Loop. We're in the Brandon Lock and we're rafted to another fellow looper boat, and we left our Joliet well this morning all together as a group. There's about I think 6 boats in the lock today. Had to wait for some commercial traffic to go through first, and so we're headed through and headed towards Ottawa, Illinois. Hope you're having a great day. Going past a bunch of barges that are at the side, and some of them are 2 and 3 wide. Let's see if I can show you that a little better.
A report from the bridge. So we are now in Illinois. We're on the river system. We're heading south or southwest, and we are currently doing about 8.2 knots, which is great because there's no wind or waves to stop us. We will be ending up in Heritage Marina, where we're going to spend about 2 nights there, and yeah, hopefully a very uneventful day. And the weather holds, so we don't get any rain. That's the other piece. But other than that, good day so far. Let's keep going downhill all the way. Just a little update. We have 3 locks to go through today. We've already been through 1. The Brandon lock was the lock actually that was closed, that stopped all loopers going through for about 2 weeks, a week and a half. So we've gone through that lock now. We stayed at the Joliet wall last night. It's free, and there's also power. Perhaps a little rough, but not that bad. and we're hoping to get through our second lock today in about an hour, and then the third lock is very close to our marina, so we'll hope to pop through that. It's a Labor Day weekend, which seems to mean there's less traffic. We've seen a lot of barges that have been parked, which is great. That means they're not on the river system. We don't have to dodge them, but it also means we don't have to compete with them going in the locks, because they do have priority. If there's a lock going up or going down, we have to stay out of the way. So if that stays the case, hopefully we'll be getting through these locks fairly quickly today. So that's the update from the bridge.
Traveling on the Plains River, and we're about to come to an area where three rivers join. I believe it's the Kankakee River, Des Plaines River, and the Illinois River. And at that time, we'll be moving on to the Illinois River. Now on the Illinois River, and there's another boat ahead of us. He just called this barge the captain of this barge. So it's a tow pushing several, I think it's 3 thick of deep of barge, and he said to pass on the one, which means port to port. Because we're going against each other, his left side and our left side are passing. So that barge we just met,
thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Was 5 long and 3 wide. That was a really big guy.
That's a huge barge.
Yeah.
And they move slowly, but boy, you don't want to get in their way.
Yeah, it's really important to call them and have a conversation about where to be out of their way. So he told us to go on the one, which was port to port. So our left side crossing his left side. And there was lots of room in this part of the river here, but if you're on a tight bend, that's a little harder, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And that's where AIS really is a huge asset. If you don't have AIS where you can see them and a transponder so they can see you, you'd be at a huge disadvantage. So any prospective looper out there, get AIS on your boat. On these rivers, it makes a huge difference. Not so much on the lakes, you couldn't see for miles. But on these rivers, yeah, it's a big advantage.
Kind of almost a safety feature, really, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So we're here at the Dresden Lock. There are 6 of us all together, and they are about to let us through. We're just waiting for that light. I'm not sure you can see from here. It's like a traffic light flashing yellow to mean they're getting the lock ready. And once it's ready, we can proceed in. Had to make a call to this barge here. We were trying on channel 14 and 16, and we're sort of with this flotilla of loopers kind of behind me here. There's one ahead. Anyway, we were able to contact him on channel 13, just so that anyone coming this way knows. Barges use channel 13, and he allowed us to pass on his port side, so we're doing that just now. And the reason why we were concerned is because we're going around a bit of a bend, and you don't want to be in a barge's way on a corner, especially when they're so long and straight. So we've been at Heritage Harbor for one night, and today, the next day after we arrived, is really hot. So everybody's just kind of relaxing in their boats or up at a pool. It's actually a pool just back there. We did go dip in there briefly and just hanging out and taking it easy. You don't want to do too much on a hot day like this. But this is a really nice facility. I don't know how many boats it takes, quite a few boats. There's a few loopers here. And they seem to be expanding and building all sorts of like places you can rent cottages and things, and they have boats to rent as well. Really nice spot on the way down the canals and the rivers. We're just taking a break here, gonna have another night, and then we'll carry on. Hope you're having a great day. The other thing that this facility has is a courtesy car, which is really nice. For going into town, we went to the Walmart and bought a whole bunch of diesel oil, so saved a lot of money buying it that way, and so we got enough to do 2 oil changes, so that'll last us for quite some time. So really nice that they offer that service. They're also offering a talk every day on the part of the loop from here down to Paducah, which is can be challenging at times. So the depth of water can be an issue and a few other things. So I'm going to learn all about that a little bit later today.